Sometimes things in the environment will make a behavior more likely to happen. Those are called antecedents. What happened? You've got a behavior that's happened, but let's look back and see what happened prior to that behavior, and that's going to give us some clues maybe as to the reason or the function for the behavior. We divide these antecedents into two areas. Stimulus events, that's a trigger event. I want you to hang these 3 boxes of clothes. I want you to hang those up on the hanger, and that's aversive to the individual for whatever reason, and so they present behavior to avoid doing that, for example. That's a stimulus or a trigger event. It's an event that happens immediately before a behavior. And it has a direct effect on the occurrence of the behavior. A lot of times we use the example of a math worksheet when we're thinking about kids in school, and the teacher says, here, I want you to complete these 50 problems on this math worksheet. The child swipes it off the table, refuses to do it. The trigger was the introduction of the math worksheet, and the function or the reason for the behavior was to avoid. But often it's very helpful for us to look at the environment. Maybe you have a worker who is in a noisy environment and they're not doing well and there's behavioral issues going on. Rather than just dismiss that person as having too serious of behaviors to function in that environment, maybe it would be better to look at what's going on in that environment and how's that affecting the individual. If it's so noisy that he can't put his thoughts together, can't concentrate, let's see if we can find a position for him in a less noisy environment. So it really helps to look at the environment, look at what's going on in the environment, look at what those stimulus or trigger events might be. Maybe the child is slow to process, and you give a request and immediately expect it to be acted on. But they need process time to process that and get to it. So look at those things. It's going to help you out a lot as you're looking at job sites.
Right.